first and 10. Here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Sheldon Rankins making the stop, and he continues to get better and better after battling injuries earlier in his career. A former first-round pick for the Saints out of Louisville in 2016.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think it's overstating it to say that he came out of nowhere. But did anyone see 19.5 sacks coming from Shaq Barrett last year? And even after he became an acknowledged guy that you had to block, he still was able to get to the quarterback. Expects to continue on that level, and there he is, adding to his totals.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Mayfield. Looking long for Thomas. Double team, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. He's got it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
2nd and 11. Brady to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Brady again. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
41,
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, 51 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35, and all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. On first down, it's Freeman, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Shotgun now for Brady. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. The toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. puts it. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Marcus Williams.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
At the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone at It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's caught, and he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Buccaneers 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. This is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out right at the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield down. He gets it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
The score, Saints 21, Buccaneers 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Got an open man, it's a new one. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down on the 37.
The Saints take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, pull it together and become sharp again.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play.
Brady now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Rob Gronkowski, 40 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus
Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now Mayfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tre'Quan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
This will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking for his All-Pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And the throwing on 1st down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Brady's throw there complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, Tampa. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, you
you're trailing, it's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
At their own 19.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Devin White.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know, I've been through that what we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know Juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know Juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Down by A.J.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Finding Knox there, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
He's not going to get me. Check the hot read. Back 52. Middle.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bills 10, Seahawks nothing. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Throwing again here, Wilson. Airing it out for Olsen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Singletary to get the drive started. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And the Seahawks.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
49,
They run it with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again, Wilson. Floating one, incomplete.
Wilson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Good go.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Stephon Diggs. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.